Hi guys, it's day 140 of the national lockdown here in South Africa. We are still on level 3. As I said in the previous video last night, we're supposed to be going on to level 2 or no level whatsoever. And apparently the cigarette ban and the alcohol ban is supposed to be lifted. But we don't know when that's going to be. A few things have transpired since then. Like for instance, load shedding. Now, load shedding in South Africa is when they cut off powers in certain areas for a particular time. So I think we're in group 7 or group 8. So that's Fischhoek, Muizenberg, Simonstown, Noordhoek, Scarborough, Muizenberg, Takai, I think? I don't know. But anyway, and then you are out for 2 hours. But if you live in Gauteng, they're out for 4 hours. So I'm like, So this is kind of weird. So we are supposed to be now going on to level 2 of lockdown, right? But now we're also on level 2 of load shedding. Level 4 and I think level 4 was when you were out for twice for 2 hours. So you were out for 4 hours almost per day. And in Johannesburg, it's also for 4 hours. So they go for 8 hours without power. And I'm just thinking, it's like, haven't we been through enough? We've been on lockdown for 140 days. We've had no cigarettes. We weren't allowed to buy cigarettes for 140 days, even though people have been doing that. And they have lifted the ban of selling of alcohol. Well, this will be the second time, but it's got nothing to do with COVID-19. Apparently today, Adam Windey, the Premier of the Western Cape, is closing down the makeshift hospital at the CTICC. So that is something big. That means that the Western Cape's cases are going down very rapidly. And yeah, apparently there was policemen raiding restaurants in Gauteng because they had teapots and people have been selling alcohol in teapots. But they don't realize that in order for the restaurant to survive, they have to sell the alcohol. And I am full support of any restaurant who is selling alcohol to save their restaurant. I don't care what anyone says. People just need to be responsible for the actions. And laws need to be put in place for people who cause accidents under the influence of alcohol. And with regards to the corruption in our country, the reason why, hear me out, the reason why that there's so much corruption in this country is because the punishment is not harsh enough. That's why people get away with corruption. That's why people do the same thing all the time. I was doing, I don't know how I got onto the topic, but there are apparently 4 ministers who are investigating the corruption within the ANC. One of them is Bheki Cele, who is the Minister of Police. But he has been part of a corruption scandal a few years ago. And it actually didn't tell me if it had been sorted out. So how can you elect 4 people from the ANC party to investigate corruption within the ANC? It's like, whatever they find, it's going to be meaningless, because are those people going to pay for the crimes that they've committed? They knew full well that this is wrong, and yet there will be no proof that they're going to be arrested or fired. So that's basically been happening in the last 24 hours. I shouldn't have done it. I am not repeating this. This is day 140, and I'll see you tomorrow.